Today's topic: who talked you in the building? The people want to know who got you into wrestling, who talked you in the building.
Man, okay. When I was in fourth grade, my brother first took me to wrestling. I'd never seen it. I'd never nothing. So my first exposure to it was literally walking into the Omni and watching a match.
Mm,
Um, and in that main event was Ole Anderson and Dusty Rhodes versus the Assassins in a Texas
nice.
Bull Rope match that hooked me into this storyline. But Ole told a story, a year-long journey of how he had to smile with these guys of Mr. Wrestling number two with Tommy Rich and how he hated it.
I'm enjoying Greg's storytelling here. Like what a brilliant. I'm like I want to go back. I want to go to the Omni now. Like I want to
Right?
go back to those times. Um, I'm kind of the same. I mean, I was a kid, and the program I'm going to focus on here, but for me it was Saturday mornings. You know, we had WWF superstars, and I remember being 5 and 6 years old, and you're 5 and 6. You just want color, right? So for
Right.
me, in contrast to Greg, it was really this idea of I was very much about the classic pro wrestler, promo, the stereotypical I'm gonna yell at you and still draw you into the building because of how you made me feel. And this is where you're gonna see the distinction where the difference between when I'm 5 and 6 to later when I'm 14 and it's
Mm-hmm.
formative years, right? Because I did grow up in the Attitude Era,
Definitely.
sue me, but that's the reality. It really created this kind of personality change and reinvigorated my love of wrestling because when I was 5 and 6, I was play wrestling with my friends, right? We all chose a wrestler, we all chose our favorite. I was a big warrior guy, I was a big macho guy for very obvious reasons, right? The tassels,
Right.
the color, the hat, the paint, the shaking of the ropes, the music. It was cartoonish. It
Right.
didn't matter what he said, right? I can't recall a Warrior promo. I love Macho now in retrospect because he had now everybody looks back at overanalyzes his promos, but at the time, how they made me feel was happy.
I look back on these things and matches and promos and that sort of stuff. Thunderbolt was very ordinary looking. That's the unique. That's
Yep.
what I love about him. And that's honestly what talked me ultimately into building because I looked at Thunderbolt Patterson like he was one of my uncles, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
He looked like the tough guy in the family that if you had a problem, you would bring it to his attention. And he'll take care of it for you. But you better for a fact when he comes back in that house, he's gonna be cutting up on you. He's gonna be yelling at you saying, "What's wrong with you? Why can't you do this? I'll take care of it, but why can't you do?" It was just that kind of feeling like he was a part of my family, and that's what I got from Thunderbolt Patterson. And one unique thing about his promo style, he reminded me of pastors growing up, like at the church or whatnot, because every Sunday I had to go to church no matter what with my grandmother. Rain, sleet, snow, or hell, if I was sick or fake sick more so, I would have to go to church. And it was times growing up where if the pastor starts to get into his cadence or whatnot, I'm thinking in my head, man, he sounds like Thunderbolt Patterson.